Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, I like that. Can you hear the little Christmas music in the background? I like that. Yeah, it's the little things, right? Like, I'm sure that you, like me, are feeling a little bummed by the fact that Christmas is gonna be different than any other year, but I'm sure that we will make the best of it. I just want to, I can hear myself, which is great. Okay, welcome back. Welcome to all the friends that join us at this point from a few weeks, and thank you for all the new people. I see somebody is still joining, so oh, look at this. This is fantastic. So Becky Copriva just has liked the stream. Yeah, this is a little thing with these streaming technologies that we are applying to Wine Wednesdays. And there is also something else, is that we are preparing to be you know, a weekly event for next year too, and we are organizing better and better what is the distribution of the samples and how to reach, you know, the biggest amount of people possible, and all on Wednesdays, because you know, we don't want the wines to you know, change character when we give samples to our friends and supporters. Okay, so this week we speak of the Seven Fishes dinner, but before I get to the Seven Fishes dinner, I wanted to do what I do every week, which is basically reminding you a little bit about our company, Righteous Imports. And yes, like, just in case for the people that you know, don't know me yet, let me just change everything into a more faster mode. Here we go. So my name is Enzo Tedeschi, and I am Rachel's husband. Rachel is the president of Righteous Imports. I like always to say that. I'm the troublemaker. I'm the guy that basically, like, you know, has to always, like, you know, have fun with the wine, first of all, because that's what I like to do, and that's why we end up in this business, because we like to have fun with what we do, and the wine seemed to me like, you know, the best industry in the world to keep having fun and you know, like, work at the same time. Now, Righteous Imports, as I said, like, you know, it's Rachel and myself. I take care more of what is the wine selection for the company, and we specializing, of course, in products that come from my country, but at the same time we are exploring now products from other countries, including some domestics, because I love Cabernet Sauvignon, especially, like, you know, from the United States, and we are working on you know, expanding our portfolio to also other wine areas. As you see on the screen here, we have you know, all the chats and live interaction tools that we use for the social media platforms. So if you know, like, you prefer to follow from I don't know, like YouTube or like Twitter or Twitch, like, we're streaming on Twitch too, which is for younger people, but I always feel like, I'm a young man, and I think that, we're supposed to be on Twitch too. Now, as I said, we are a small family-run wine and liquor importer and Pennsylvania distributor. We specialize in premium and boutique Italian brands, and we proudly are based in the greater Pittsburgh area. And you can find many of our wines at the fine dining establishments around Pennsylvania, as well as through the Fine Wine and Good Spirits website. And I like to say that we import my culture, not just like the wines, because like the wine business is a huge business, and having the opportunity to have access to some real products that are consumed in Italy is pretty amazing. And like what else can we do for you? Depending on what what you do. If you are in the industry, if you are in the restaurant industry, and you are opening a restaurant or a wine bar, we can certainly help you to shine even more because of your wine list by working with your staff, with your chefs, to create some amazing wine food experiences. If you are not in the in the restaurant industry, but you prefer to do things privately at your home with friends or family, I really love to do small events and present some wines to pair with the menu of your choice. But also, one thing that we're gonna do soon is to have a French wine list, as I mentioned, like we are expanding our portfolio. And the first thing that we will do is to bring in some French wines. We already selected some. We'll tell you more soon in the next few weeks. And next year we'll try them together. So we will look at the past weeks next, and then what's next in terms of in the glass. What is that we try tonight? Okay. And I think that there should be a little break like coming up, but I'm not sure. These things like are behind my understanding of technology. But okay, so in the past episodes we have been looking at the wines from Il Borro Winery, and we explored all the wines. We're gonna have Salvatore Ferragamo presenting the wines himself for an event at the end of January, I believe, or the first week of February. But we are trying to do something really, really special, where maybe we're gonna do something in coordination with a chef, and do some type of we're trying to just try our best to put together a really fantastic experience, because Salvatore is going to give us some of his time, which, trust me, is not easy to get. And then in November we had 4 wineries. We had La Selva, and Pamela Stella, the brand ambassador for the world of La Selva, joined us for the conversation. Then the week next we had Cascina Garitina, which is from Piedmont, and we had Gianluca Morino, who's one of my favorite winemakers. He's a magician. And then the week next we had Tiziano Accordini, who's basically the grandson of Stefano, of the Stefano Accordini winery, 100 years old winery, fantastic wines from the Val Policella. And then we had Quinto Decimo, which we said that it's some people are still joining, so let me admit them, sorry. And Quinto Decimo is the winery of one of the most technical winemakers in the world, I would say, and he's also the president of the Winemakers Association, which is, the headquarters are in Paris, France. This guy is an Italian, he's the president of that association. He's a guru when it comes to wine. His wine, Quinto Decimo, we just touched it a little bit last month. We will see more next year. And then in December, we're dedicating the month to the holidays. All the wines that we are presenting this month, they are suitable for your happy times during this month. And we went through some last week. We will speak about wines that pair with the seafood dishes, aka the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Sorry, I'm still admitting people, which is fantastic. And yeah. So, and then in the next few weeks, we will explore the rest of the deal, which is like a Christmas dinner. And then we're gonna explore the dessert and the digestive wines, okay? So, here is pretty much what we do, what to expect from us in the next few weeks, what we did in the past few weeks. And yeah, like now, tonight, Rachel has been so great. She has she distributed a few samples. I had to take notes, but I believe that the samples that we trying tonight with you guys are the Prosecco, Romeo Caviro, and then the Armani, Albino Armani Io Sauvignon Blanc, and then we have the third one, I believe, if Rachel can confirm, will be the Lamelle Chardonnay. No, it's the Pinot Grigio Molino. But we do speak about the Lamelle Chardonnay too, when we will speak of the Chardonnay part of the deal tonight with the seafood and seven fishes feast. And then I tell you also other options, but let's get to the wines first. Why? Because I really want to drink some wine tonight. So, the first wine that we will explore is the Prosecco. So, if you stay with me here, I will keep talking like a radio, but in the meantime I go to this other counter here and I will pour myself a little bit of this amazing wine. Actually, I'm gonna be very generous with myself, and as you see, I'm drinking from a white wine glass, a very generous pour of Prosecco. Cheers, everybody! I hope that you are having, I hope that really life is treating you as best as possible these days. And yeah, please don't hesitate to reach out if you, want to get some, time between, with a glass of wine together. Like we can always see each other, in 2, 3, 4 small groups. I still think that we should not stop, us from carefully meeting with people that, take care of themselves the same way we do. And cheers to health, cheers to December, cheers to the holidays, to family, and to love. And next I'll tell you more about this Prosecco. Great. The first thing I do always is to just take a sip, wash my mouth with the wine so that I shock my taste buds, and I give it 15, 20 seconds depending, if it's a really strong taste that I just tried, I give it up to a minute. And it seems, just number time, but when you have to prepare to pass the silly exam of the introductory course as a sommelier with the court of the master sommelier, you start thinking of all this stuff a little more. And I had the opportunity to realize that there is so much that we can experience if we take time. If we just take time, a glass of wine can tell us so many things. But we run a lot, especially in this country, we run a lot. And sometimes what we do is we go to the glass of wine to relax, but we are still running. So if we have the opportunity to stop and take a few minutes, you will see that the wine evolves in your mouth and evolves in the glass. I remember once I was in New York with a very, very great wine connoisseur, and he invited me to try a French wine. And when we opened the bottle, the French wine was like, you know, lemon. Like, it was just lemon. Like, we stayed with that bottle of wine for 3 hours, just sipping it. Like, you know, we finished the bottle of wine. But I remember that at the end, that wine was tasting like honey. Like, you know, something much, much different than what it was in the beginning. That's it. I stop with that. I get back to the wine, okay? Because you know me, I like to speak like a radio. So, the wine. 100% Glera grape, which is the grape used to make Prosecco. The color is bright yellow, straw yellow. And the nose has hints of oranges and lemon. You know, it's like a really well-made Prosecco. And I tell you a little more about the people that make this Prosecco in a second. Actually, let's go to it right now. Why wait? Why wait? We're waiting already, like, you know, for the pandemic to be over. We shouldn't be waiting for anything else, right? So let's see. First of all, I want to take you to the geographic area where this Prosecco is basically from. Let me see if we can do this. Okay, let me see if I can put myself out of the screen. Okay, and voila. Here we go. So, we are obviously in Italy, and we are here with this. I just want to see on your left, okay, you obviously see that, like, you know, we are going to Italy. With the reds, like, you see all the wine regions around Italy, France, Spain, etc. Okay? While on your right, I want to take you more precisely. You see, like, you know, you see the map of the country. And if you look at this, there is, look, on the northeast, there is on top, there is this area, which is basically called Prosecco on this map. Okay, so that's where we are in terms of geographic, like, you know, to understand where this wine comes from. All right, and what else can we do? We can show you nicely what is that this company is like. We are talking of the leader wine producer in the leader wine producer country, like Caviro. Caviro is the biggest company, you know, producing wine in Italy. They work with, like, numbers which are insane, and I just want to go through it a little bit so that, you know, like, you will see, like, some of the numbers regarding, you know, this company. 329 million in revenue, you know, 36,000 hectares of, you know, members' vineyards, because they basically work with a lot of winemakers, like thousands of winemakers, and they have access to a lot of grapes, which obviously give them the chance to select the best grapes to suit their need for the type of wine that they have to make. And when it comes to a wine like Prosecco that is mostly mass-produced, this type of you know, benefits are really important. Like, these people can have access to the right grapes and do the right job, and they do so many things in, you know, good toward like Mother Nature. They, you know, they do so much. I will show you a little more. But yeah, like when it comes to a mass-produced wine, most of the time, like Prosecco, you want to go like with something or someone that knows how to deliver the right type of product. There are many Proseccos. I had a lot of Prosecco in my life, like all my people, like from Italy, we drink Prosecco a lot. Like this is a Prosecco that is really clean, really reflects the characteristics of the grape, of the style of wine, like really, really fantastic. And is a wine that goes with everything. And it pops. So it's fantastic. It's, you know, screams holidays. Fantastic with seafood especially. Of course, like, you know, oranges and lemon. Now imagine what you want to pair this wine with, like something that is along those same flavors. Or you can do a contrast pairing where you can use this acidity to cut through a light fat, like milk fat, like cheese fat. Like it would be sensational. But again, this is one wine that you can drink across the entire seven, you know, the Feast of the Seven Fishes. We'll match everything. We have a fantastic offer on it. When you buy 2 cases of this, it comes only for $9.99. You have to buy 24 bottles. But when you think that the best product that the state store carries in terms of Prosecco is Mionetto, guys, trust me, like I'm Italian, like this is like a completely different level of product, and at $4-5, sometimes $6 or $7 when you pay full price for the Mionetto, $7 less. You drink it across the entire dinner of the Seven Fishes, but you drink it with anything during the holidays. Somebody comes over to, like, you know, see you and you pop a bottle. Like, I don't know, like your son like does a backflip for the first time and you pop a bottle. Like, you know, you can do so many, you can make it work like in so many occasions. And we like to carry, like to always have Prosecco in the house, because, you know, sometimes some bubbles really change, you know, the day and the perspective of life. Now, okay, let me see if I can show you something else regarding Caviro, the sustainability. Okay, look at these people, okay, look at this thing. Basically, you know, like this graphic shows you, you know, what comes in as raw materials, goes out as finished products, and they really, like, you know, they don't throw away anything. Like in this organization, like, you know, they really take care of the processes from A to Z, and I really like that. Many people burn their land where they make Prosecco and, you know, other mass-produced wines because they have to make profit, they have to make money. Mother Nature is there to give. She loves to give like no one else in the universe. But we need to, you know, if you are here on this call, you all agree with me about these things. That's why we're friends, and that's why, like, you know, we share the love for, like, you know, a good glass of wine. Like, we respect, like, what Mother Nature give us, and you know, she's just gonna give us more. That's how it works. And let me see if I have something else that I can show you from the same company. Yes, Eco Energy and Compost. Look, like we have some other number. It's the first in Italy to produce biomethane from agro-industrial sector. And it produces more energy that, like, half of the nation really needs. And yeah, like first in Italy for water recovery, you know, ton of fertilizer produced every year. Like really, really a fantastic company. not just fantastic products, you know, like I like to work with companies that can deliver amazing results in a roundabout way, okay? Now, what do you think about this Prosecco? Give me a, how do you say, like a, raise your hand, or like, you know, show me some love. Do you like it? Do you agree with me that it's like, you know, fantastic wine? I see thumbs up, like, you know, and I will never stop saying this. I see that we have, oh no, we had a couple of gentlemen that, like, I think they joined earlier, and now that is just Mr. Chris Trimacco, which is a last name like from my area anyway, like that must be from the south of Italy or something. And then everybody else is a lady, like just ladies. Like this is not gonna be Wine Wednesday anymore. This is one, it's gonna be like the ladies club Wednesday. I like that better, right? And yes, I said this before, the 80% of the wine sales in the United States are attached to ladies. So I'm not surprised that, you know, the majority of you, you know, interested in this type of events are ladies. And then, of course, there is my friend Butch. Like, Butch is in the house. I like that. I was missing you already. I was saying, like, you know, only ladies. No, Butch is there, like, you know, to represent, as usual. Okay, so let's move on, because, you know, my wife, she yells at me. She says that I speak too much. So let's move on. Let's move to the next wine, okay? Prosecco, again. Let me just send this on the screen once again, just in case somebody didn't catch it. Okay, Romeo Prosecco, $9.99 when you buy 2 cases. You can always buy it and share it with friends. You can, you know, like share it with family and friends. And you cannot hear me or something? Ah, if I can hear you, no, because I'm not wearing my earplugs. Yes. And voila. Yes. Cool. Thank you so much, Rachel. Don't ever stop my meeting again. Okay? No, all right. So the next up is Albino Armani's Sauvignon Blanc. It is a fantastic wine. It is really, really good to be a Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not a Sauvignon Blanc lover, I confess that. My biggest problem has always been the honesty. My mother always told me, she was like, keep it for yourself. I was like, no, they need to know. So what you need to know is that this wine, this camera always likes to focus on me, so I need to disappear. Here we go. So, here Sauvignon Blanc. It's a fantastic wine, especially when it comes to an occasion like the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Why? And voila. Of course, the reason is the specific characteristics of the grape, the Sauvignon Blanc grape, and oh my gosh, this wine like just smells of Sauvignon. Like I didn't even take it to my nose, I just poured it and I was swirling it and I was like, oh my god, Sauvignon. It's really amazing when you drink something and you expect, you know, a specific character because, you know, you are drinking a Sauvignon Blanc wine, and the first thing that you notice is how true it is to, you know, what the wine's supposed to be, what the grape profile. This is the type of wine. So unfortunately I don't have white lights that I can show you, but I have a white light here for me to see precisely the color of the wine and the reflections. And yeah, like it is a fantastic wine. You know, the color is yellow, straw yellow, with some greenish reflections which are typical of the grape. And the nose, fresh cut grass, you know, all these citrus aromas, like really, really fresh. Lemon, lime, and green apple flavors on the palate. And yes, like this really crisp and zesty finish. These are all elements that like go so well with seafood, like so well. And that is why there are two choices that you make when you eat fish in Asia in general, you know, and you know, you should drink a Gewürztraminer or Traminer, or you should drink a Sauvignon Blanc. Like those are like the two choices for, like, you know, sushi for instance. I will, you know, I would go like that. Asian food in general, but because we are talking about the Feast of the Seven Fishes, this is definitely a really great wine that will make you happy. Doesn't really matter what you're putting on the table as long as like it's a fish dish. And of course, like if you're looking into like cheeses also, like to add to your dinner, you should know that Sancerre and goat cheese is considered a perfect pairing, and you know, Sancerre Sauvignon Blanc. So if you are looking into cheeses, the goat cheeses are definitely great pairings for Sauvignon Blanc, okay? And I'm just like, you know, so amazed by the nose of this wine and how pleasant it is. All our wines have a very smooth finish because you know, because of how they take care of the grapes, transportation and selection, cleaning, and all those little steps that make great wines. But let's go a little bit on Albino Armani website. You see, like, you know, what you see on the screen, of course, is my mobile. And Albino Armani, unfortunately, doesn't share English information on the internet. But because, guess what, I am Italian, I can, like, you know, looking into a few things for you. And, you know, we can look into what they do together. The great thing that you want to know about this winery is that they've been around for a while. The first document is from 1440. Can you believe that? White wine, oh, that is, white wine existed half a millennium ago? Yes, it did, or even like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago. But let me show you where I got this information. Here we go. The identity, and then you scroll down, and there is this part that says una storia lunga 400 anni, a history long 400 years, okay? And then underneath there are, like, you know, there is this timeline which starts with 1440. And it says, nasce Toniolo Armani, il primo antenato conosciuto di cui possediamo documentazione. As I was telling you, is the first person of the family that they have documents about. And he is from, you know, the documents are from 1440. And then in 1607, Simone Armani leaves to his son Domenico land planted with vines and other vegetables. So we're talking about 1607. There is an actual document that says that the father leaves to the son like vines. And then look at this, this is incredible. In 1718, the family Armani leaves the Val di Gresta, which is basically a region a little bit northern than where they are now, and they go down in Chizzola di Ala, which is Trentino, like almost Austria, like, you know, they went from basically Austria to almost Austria. And then in 1889, Albino, together with his wife Enrica, started the marketing of the wine that before was just consumed by the family, okay? And then 1950, Antonio Armani starts to supply wine to local canteens. And in 1962, Antonio Armani, like, he starts the Dolce, which is a very, very important winery. And then Albino Armani, the son of Antonio, decided of bottle for the first time, the wines of the Valdaggine. Guys, you know why all of this is important? I tell you why. Because if I don't tell you what's happening here, it's not clear and not easy to understand. How many of you, and I have to put the gallery, like, you know, screen, how many of you know the brand Santa Margherita? Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio. Like, you know, like, yes, you know Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio. Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio, like, works in Valdaggine. This guy is the first guy that bottled that area. Okay? So, once again, like, you know, we are serious when we do our research regarding the wines that we want to bring to you, and, you know, the reasons why, and how, like, true they are to the Italian culture, okay? And again, you are looking for something that is like the fresh cut grass type of nose, and he has like citrus, and, you know, it goes very well with like crudo, excuse me, or with simpler seafood with citrus, or with things that have dishes that have cream, like this will do the job, as well as the Prosecco that we tried earlier. I tried to select wines that, you know, like, you doesn't matter, like, you know, which one, you know, it's gonna be according to what your profile, your preferences are, but all these wines will really go well across the entire meal, and that is fantastic. And then I have two gems for you. I have only 17 minutes before my wife starts yelling at me, so I need to hurry up. I'll be on the next wine in a second. And look, I'm gonna leave this one in the glass, Rachel. Gonna not drink the wine to hurry up, so that, I'm kidding, I'm just kidding. Okay, the next one that we have is the Pinot Grigio. Pinot Grigio that this month we're gonna see around a lot, because first is a wine that we drink a lot in Italy too, and second, because this Pinot Grigio that we have, the Molino Pinot Grigio, it's absolutely outstanding, and it sits in a sweet spot when it comes to the price range. Okay, now this Pinot Grigio is from Sicily. Okay, you know Sicily, like, should I show you the map? Let me see if I can go to the map very quickly again. Okay, Sicily, let me see, we have it here on the map. It's that part of Italy, okay? It's that region. Oh, you cannot see it because it's on this other screen. That is Sicily. All right, so this wine, this Pinot Grigio, comes from that region, which is out of the boot. It's the very bottom island of Italy. And yeah, like this Pinot Grigio, apart from having like the typical you know, straw yellow color, which I would say that is a couple of tones darker because of the area where it comes from, and it's, yes, this is what it is like. It's a $9.99 bottle of wine. It's made with organic grapes. You know, he has really like this nose of lime, lemon, and yeah, pear, and then like, you know, white nectarine and apple. Like there is so much to this wine. And again, also this is one of the wines that when you eat in Italy on the 24th, on like Christmas Eve, like I would say 8 out of 10 houses, they will have a bottle of Pinot Grigio on the table. It's our choice too when it comes to like the seafood dinner, because it's affordable. Like, you know, Pinot Grigio didn't supposed to be an expensive wine. It's a very simple wine, and this specific wine is really high quality, which obviously, like, you know, makes a better experience, because when you drink a $9.99 bottle of wine, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always disappointed. I'm always disappointed that it's really rare. And it happened, it's not impossible, it happened that I had a $7 or $6.99 bottle of wine, and the guy, another person in the industry, he was like, try this wine. And then I tried it, it was like, what do you think it costs? And I was like, 35. It was like, this is $6.99. And I was like, come on, stop, you know, like, you're kidding me. And yeah, like, you know, there are certain wines that are really special, and they are really reasonably priced. This is one of them. This is one of them. I will stress, like, all of you to keep some of this wine, like, always at home, because in this price range, I guarantee to you, you will not buy a better product. It is, you know, for sure. So, Pinot Grigio, this was like the third thing that, you know, we wanted to present tonight. We didn't try it yet, so I'll try it for you. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for all of you and try the wine. Then, you know, remember it. Okay, I'm Italian. When we do something for you, you know, you are in debt with us for the rest of your life. So I'm tasting the wine for you on your behalf. I'm tasting the wine. Punchy acidity, you know, and flavors of lemon, like real lemon, like real, like I can't believe how real is this lemon. It's like, you know, you are in Sicily, in the south of Italy, where I come from, in Sorrento, Amalfi Coast, and you walk through the lemon plants and you smell it, and you kind of like, you know, that smell is so intense that it gets to your taste buds. That's how I feel. Like lemon, fantastically, and, you know, punchy acidity because of the lemon. Fantastic for seafood. Really fantastic. Okay? Now, there are a couple of things only that I want to share with you all, because there are a couple of items that we carry on the portfolio which are really special, and one of them, let's say for instance that you you know, you like the hints of oranges and lemon, and you know, like the green apple flavors, and you also want the pear and the white nectarine, all in one glass of wine. Rachel picked the perfect white blend to do this. Okay, it's called K. I cannot even show you a bottle, and I tell you why, because this is real life. This is like a, how do you call it in English? Is a IRL in real life. This is the real deal. We got this wine to try it, and basically our customers, our, like, you know, a handful of customers that tried it, they bought it all. So I was not even left with a bottle for myself today, and yeah, like we couldn't get it delivered, like, you know, in 24 hours, because he arrives in New York, and, you know, it takes like a little time, but is coming again by the end of this week. And again, if you want to make sure that you have the wine that really goes around the entire spectrum of what you can possibly eat, the K is a blend of Pinot Blanc, of Sauvignon Blanc, and Chardonnay. And really, you know, fantastic. The K is a fantastic price point too, and let me double check for all of you. I'm working a lot for you tonight. On your behalf, I check the price of the K, and oh, look at this. Oh, mamma mia. Guys, I'm very happy to tell you that the K is free. There is no price for the K on the price list, so it's free. Unless Rachel wants to tell us the price. I'm giving free wine. You don't tell us the price, I'm giving free wine to everybody. This is how it works here. I cannot disappoint my friends. Yes. Isn't that free? Salute! Nice! Are we getting free wine now? No. Like, no. You see, like, that's why Italians are loved by everybody. We like to share. I always told you that we're supposed to move back to Italy. One day. Okay. Now, excusez-moi. There is something else that I wanted to propose to you. There are a couple of wines that are different as the approach to pair them with seafood. I'm talking of two red wines. I like to do this. I like when certain dishes are prepared with certain ingredients to pair seafood with a red wine that has been aged either in stainless steel or in terracotta amphora. And we have both. The one that is aged in stainless steel, it's, you know, reasonably priced, because compared to the one aged in amphora, there is not the big expense of these ancient vases that are used to age the wine. Now, let me show you. The first one is the Valpolicella Classico from Stefano Accordini, which we tasted with Tiziano a couple weeks ago. And I should have here the retail price $19.99, and we are offering a $17.99 when you buy 6 or more. Okay, here there is the QR code. Same thing, you can use the QR code, you can text Rachel, you can text me, you can send a message in the chat right now, like however you prefer it. We are here to help. It is a fantastic wine. No oak, blend of 3 grapes. Let me see if I have it here. Here we go. Blend of Corvina, Rondinella, Molinara. Are the 3 grapes that are used to make Amarone wines. Some of the most amazing wines from Italy come from the Valpolicella. And the Accordini family has been working the land for 100 years. And I can guarantee to you that their wines deliver the knowledge and the quality that Italian winemakers have. So this was the first offer, and the second one is this one. Now this is the Petruna. Is a 100% Sangiovese wine aged in terracotta amphora for 12 months on the skins. It is an experience. It is rare that a wine is, you know, when you taste the wine, you can feel the connectiveness to the land. Now this wine, because of the process, because it's not covered by oak, it's because it's aged for 12 months on the skins, this wine really, like if you go to Il Borro, you spend some time there, and then you come back to America and you have a bottle of this. It's really like, you know, you open, I don't know, like a door to the vineyards there for a second, and it's unbelievable. Unfortunately, such an experience doesn't come, you know, without a higher price tag. That is the only thing that, you know, like we cannot do otherwise. But the price is $74.99 a bottle. This is the QR code, and just for you, I'm willing to, let me put, sorry, I didn't have the mic attached, but yeah, they only come in 6 packs, but I'm willing to open 2 or 3 6-packs to give you a bottle each, only for the people on this call. I'm sorry for everybody else. Everybody else has to buy 6 of them, and you know, we cannot do anything about it. If you want to try it, yeah, like, available to you because we love you and you show us love all the time. Okay? So these 2, and then da-da-da-da, there's another wine. Let me go in this other room and get this wine, which is very special, and I consider it the best oaked Chardonnay in Italy. Cordero di Montezemolo, Elioro. Bottles of this have been kept for 30 years. The reason why it's proven is because this one has been around since 1340. 21 generations of winemakers, so they had the time to try all these things. And yeah, this is a Chardonnay that you can keep in the cellar for 30 years. It is unbelievable, okay? We're talking of golden yellow color, citrus, grapefruit, banana, you know, toasted hazelnut, honey, you know, with a slight note of oak, fat, powerful and fresh, with a long, persistent finish. Like, we are talking of something really, really unbelievable. Same thing, this is a wine that unfortunately comes with like a higher price tag, and I believe that I have it here for you with a very competitive price for the American market at $57.99. Same thing, this is, this is a wine that normally sells only by the case. I'm willing to open a few cases only for you on the call. That's all. Everybody else, through the normal process. And yeah, like this was basically like, what I wanted to propose you tonight. And I'm out of time. Guys, I just been very lucky because I seen something bad about my wife and the microphone wasn't on. So I just gonna have a nice Christmas because of a technical issue. Rachel, I'm joking. I'm joking. I promise you I'm joking. But yes, this was it for today. And next week we will look into the dessert wines, if I remember well. No, next week we have Christmas dinner. No, what do we have? All bubbles? Wow, guys, I like that. I really like that. I would invite, I don't know, like a few of you over, like to celebrate with us. I just, Oh, I can guarantee to you. Oh, I want to say this now. This is, write it down. Like, for all the people that supported us during the pandemic and during, like, these Wine Wednesdays, as soon as things go back to normal, we're gonna have a party that you will not forget. I can guarantee you that. I have the venue, we have the booze, the music, because I don't know, but I was a professional DJ up to a few years back. So, like Rachel was a radio DJ, that's how we met. She had a radio like program on a radio, on FM radio. And I was a DJ in London. That's how we met. So, we're gonna have a party. Telling you. It's gonna be in Swickley. So, don't move too far from there. Okay? All right. I really wanted to be here now and keep talking to you for the rest of the night. But my wife, as I said, like, she would yell at me. She'd be like, no, let them go. They're busy. They have things to do. Right? Yeah. But I love you and leave you to a fantastic week. And I will look forward to see you all next week to celebrate with the bubbles. Okay? Get in touch as soon as you can so that we can set up for the distribution of the samples. There is a lot of fun stuff in the bubbles. So, thank you again. Have a fantastic evening. And I miss you already. Okay? Good night. Good night.